do the podcast. Do it for Mom and Dad. You do it, Art. I'll give you a big old hug and a kiss. Just have to do the podcast. Come on now. Do it.
All right.
Sorry.
Welcome, everybody, to Midnight Cinema, your deep dive into horror movies, sci-fi films, cult classics, new and old. Warning, everybody, there are spoilers ahead. I am Art Hennessy in San Diego, California.
And I'm Erik here in Salem. And Art, I'm so excited about this podcast that I just want to cut you wide open and just crawl inside you so we could do a podcast forever.
What?
Yeah.
I don't believe you. I don't believe that's Erik, my co-host.
No,
I don't believe it.
It is little Artie Boo. Come on. Just let me in. Sorry. I'm sorry. Kids are like, why are you screaming, Dad?
Yes, Erik. This week on Midnight Cinema, we are talking about the movie Evil Dead Rise. Came out in 2023, starring Lily Sullivan, Alyssa Sutherland, Gabrielle Eccles, and Morgan Davies, and it was directed by Lee Cronin. Evil Dead Rise, Erik.
I know.
This is the 5th official film in the Evil Dead series.
It is.
We've only done the first one.
Right. And we argued off camera, off the podcast. We fought for like an hour and a half about why we're not doing the other ones. But I thought, you know what? This is a good bookend. You do Evil Dead, and then you see where they took it. And it's your fault, Art, that I watched the 3 Evil Dead movies after the last podcast, which you guys should check out. Evil Dead, because it's groovy.
It is groovy. And Erik, after our big knockdown, drag out fight, Erik is really, people think we're just arguing. It comes to physical. It's really nasty. And when Erik, when you had me pinned down and you were screaming at me at the top of your lungs and holding that sledgehammer, I said, you know what, Erik, it's a good idea. This is a good idea. I think this is a good idea.
You cut out the part when I vomited black blood all over your face. Then you said, okay, if I remember correctly.
That's right, Erik.
Yeah. But now we have it. We have our bookends.
And I am fascinated to talk to you this week about where this series went. So just as a little background, we all know Evil Dead, The Evil Dead. You can listen to it, Erik. We talked all about it. You can go to midnightcinemapod.com and hear that episode, The Evil Dead. You can hear all of our past episodes if you want to. We have amazing episodes, everything from cult classics to just horror standards like The Shining, Fright Night, one of our most popular episodes. Yeah, like Fright Night. You can go back and listen to that. And if you want to reach out to us and contact us, you can do it there too, midnightcinemapod.com. We're on Apple, Spotify, all your podcast platforms. And while you're there, just leave us a review. We'd love to hear from you. It helps get the word for the podcast out too. So you can check us out there.
Yes, and it helps us to swallow your soul. Just listen to the words on the podcast.
But as I was saying, Erik, we all know Evil Dead, The Evil Dead. And now here we are so many years later. I think it's coming up on the 45th anniversary of The Evil Dead being released. They're having screenings this month. I was looking it up, Erik. This month, here we are in April of 2026. And the original Evil Dead is celebrating his 45th anniversary. Now, they were, after Evil Dead 2013, there was a movie, Evil Dead 2013. They were a little unsure of where they wanted to go. They didn't know if they were going to make a sequel to that movie, a specific sequel to that movie, or if they were going to go back to our friend Ash and the Evil Dead universe there. And I think they played around. And Erik, you might know a little bit more about this than I do. I think Bruce Campbell said, you know what? I'm retired from Ash at this point.
Yeah. Well, after the television series, can we call it a television series if it wasn't really on TV? 3 seasons. And then they canceled it right at like a big moment. And he said, you know what? I think I'm done, baby.
Yeah.
I'm going to go get me some sugar. Yeah.
Yes.
So, but I think, after a while, it's done.
So this is not a sequel, a direct sequel to the 2013 movie, and is not a sequel to the original movies either. This is its own standalone Evil Dead story, right?
Yeah, I'd like to say it's more of the same, but if you like Jurassic Park, you're going to watch all the rest of them. And I think this one is, more of the same.
Mhm.
People getting possessed, becoming Deadites. But I like it.
Okay. Well, Erik,
I like it.
I'm going to tell
like
people
you
what it's
too,
about
right?
if they haven't seen it.
Go ahead. Tell us about Evil Dead Rise.
When a young woman is visiting her estranged sister and her sister's 3 kids, an earthquake happens and uncovers a dark secret in the basement of their crumbling apartment building. One of the kids finds an old recording, and when played, it unleashes demonic forces from a dark book that he found. So trapped on their upper floor, they must fend off a terrifying satanic entity that comes for each of them. Erik, this family has been through a lot so far in their lives, but can they survive till dawn and escape the evil dead?
Wow. Absolutely. Of course they would survive, especially if it's 2 teenagers and a smaller kid, like an 8-year-old kid. Sure. They're
Good
all
point,
gonna
Erik.
survive.
They're all going to get out of here, Erik. They're all going to get out of here.
Absolutely.
Can't you already
Absolutely.
imagine the final shot, Erik? Them emerging into the dawn, the whole family
Yes,
making
they're all
it
holding
through?
hands. They move in
Yes.
together. They open up a donut shop. Yes, that's what happens. We spoiled it. Sorry, spoiled the ending. Bye. Bye. That's it. That's the podcast.
Yes, that's what you're thinking. And I will admit, Erik, I think I was thinking that when I went into seeing this movie the first time. I saw it in theaters when it came out.
Me too.
It got a lot of buzz, and so I went to see it. Yeah.
Yep.
And it made money. It did really well. People liked it.
Art, there's 2 more coming. One's already on the way, and another one's in pre.
Yeah, they're in development. Yeah.
They better be good. It better not be freaking like King Kong and Godzilla, where they just went crazy and made them besties.
Same director, I think. This it's Lee Cronin, I think, this guy.
Yeah.
Which you'll be interested, Erik. He is behind there's a Mummy movie coming out, and he's the director of that
I don't know.
Yeah.
I just saw a preview, and I was like, I don't know.
I don't know. But I'm just putting it out there. I know you're a little bit of a Mummy fan. So.
I am, so don't ruin it, Cronin.
Okay. Well, let's see how he does here, Erik.
Yes,
So we open. You're gonna love this. You're like, I know Art's gonna do this. We open with a fly buzzing on the soundtrack, Erik. Do you notice that?
Well, it has to happen.
It does have to happen.
I like it. I don't like flies. It makes me unnerved already.
Yeah, unnerved, and boom, we're getting a POV gliding through like a little streamy swamp with some. It's a little greener than the original movie that we saw.
More like a forest.
Yeah, it's a little smoother than the original movie's POV, but it's soaring through. I like these credits. I like when they do this. They're kind of coming up and dissipating towards you. It almost would look great in 3D, I think. I don't know if this movie was 3D.
Opening credits.
I love when they do that in the opening credits.
Yeah,
but
and you think
if you're flying at you. Mm-hmm.
If you're an Evil Dead fan, you're thinking, "Oh, this is our entity."
Yes. It comes out, swoops out onto a lake, coming across. We see a dock. There's a young woman sitting on the dock reading a book. It's powering towards her, Erik, at an incredible speed. We're like, this is our first possession. Here it comes.
Yeah, bring it. Oh, technology. Wait. Oh, it's a drone.
Okay. Yes.
Jackass.
How'd you feel about that? I
thought
how'd you feel about that?
Because that's what you're expecting. You're like, oh, it's going to be, oh, no, it's not. Okay, good. You got me. Haha.
Okay. And it's a young woman. She's sitting on the dock. And then this, I'll just call him douchebag, comes out on the dock. He's got the whole headset for the drone. It's a drone, we should say. It's a drone as that we were following there. And he's piloting the drone, and he's got his button-down shirt, and he just seems like a real douche. His name is Caleb.
Caleb LeDouche. I think that's his name in the credits.
Oh, those LeDouches, Erik.
Yeah, those.
I can't stand him and his brothers.
With their just headset, they're what do you call it? VR drones. And he said,
they drive BMWs. They're just
right into the lake too, because they can afford it. He says, he hints at, those blades could have taken your head off, or at least do some damage.
Yeah.
Like, ooh, not the drones I know. I broke one yesterday.
Did you
No.
break it? Do you have a drone? I'm just curious.
A friend of mine has a drone, and it's if it comes to your face, it's like the fly at the beginning. It's just annoying.
Out here in California, we see them all the time at the beach. There's people flying them all over the place there. It's like you're constantly little drones everywhere. But she's upset. She's had it with him, so she's going to go inside. And we're at a cabin. We're at a lake house, Eric. We're in the woods, cabin in the woods. But what an upgrade! It's like a chalet. Like
it's one of those like you find in New Hampshire or Switzerland, where it's just basically a triangle. Yeah. So the snow comes off, but there's the third floor sucks. It's like one room. Yeah, it looks similar. And you get if you're Evil Dead fans, there's that ticking clock. But it's not. It's not. It is not the cabin. There's no way it's the cabin.
No. But it is. It looks like the same clock, though. It
does look like the same clock.
Yeah, and they amp up the sound. This is something we're used to in Evil Dead movies. The clock going clock, click, clock.
What is it? Say it again. Just for the listeners, what a clock sounds like, Art. What was that? Clock, clickety clock.
Click, clock.
I'm a clickety clock.
You know
what time is it? Let's check the clickety clock.
Hey, Eric, my parents couldn't afford children's books. We got the knockoffs.
Yes.
And the clocks didn't go tick-tock. They went
clackety clack. Well, you got the Swiss version?
Oh, my God. This is... Anyway. So, God, we're starting off.
So it's a clock.
We're already starting. Okay. So she goes in and we see that her friend who they've talked about is sick. She's on the bed, Jessica. And she's just lying there. It looks like typical, go on a vacation and somebody gets sick. And I've been there where you go on a vacation and for some reason you're the one who gets sick and you're just on the bed. So
Teresa's this girl and she's got this weird side ponytail and she doesn't want to be there. And she's like, I'm with your deadbeat LaDouche boyfriend.
And nobody else came. There was nobody else. Friends.
It's just the three of them.
Yeah.
And so she starts reading Wuthering Heights.
Yep.
A 22-year-old is reading Wuthering Heights.
Well, not to mention, Eric, is that like a first edition of Wuthering Heights that she has? It looks like it's from the an ancient volume. Yeah. I was like, is this going to be the Book of the Dead here? Wuthering Heights that they...
It's Jane Eyre. Jane Eyre starts to be like, I'll swallow your soul.
Yes. But yeah, you mentioned the ponytail, Eric, and you notice she keeps twisting and playing with her own ponytail. But she starts to read from her book silently. But then on the bed, Jessica's looking the other way, slumped over, and starts to say the lines that are in the book.
Yeah, which is freaking scary. Is it a romance novel? Because the words are freaking me out. It's at the window. I don't know.
Well, Wuthering Heights, Jane Eyre, they all have that sort of gothic things that go on and little ghost-like things that happen.
Sound like little ghosts. But yeah, Jessica's reading and then she starts getting crazy with the words. And the clock, remember our clock that clickety clanks? It stops clucking. And then Jessica screams, she's like, let me in. Let me in. Got a creepy ass voice.
And she sits up and then she just flumps onto the floor. Bloof, like she's a sack of potatoes.
Yep. And then we get our white goo.
Yes.
So if you're an Evil Dead fan, white goo equals possible Deadite.
Mm-hmm.
She's just coughing up that white goo. Either that or she really ate a bunch of marshmallows and it's just coming out.
Yeah, Jessica's on the floor writhing around. And this girl, I didn't catch her name, but she runs over and she's like, oh my God, Jessica, she's on top of her. And then all of a sudden things stop. We always got to be wary when things stop in an Evil Dead movie.
Yep. And you got those eyes, you got those, I'm asleep. No, I'm not. And you can see now that she's a demon. And if you don't know Evil Dead, you'll still love this. You're like, what happened?
Yeah.
And she grabs Teresa's hair. Remember that little cute thing she's twirling? That's what you get, people, for twirling your hair. You get punished. And she grabs that hair and she says, who's the brainless meat puppet now? And frickin' tears half of her head off, like a scalping. She just, oh my gosh, it starts so,
yes.
The movie's telling you, walk away now. If you don't like this, then walk away, because holy crap.
So we cut outside to the dock. Caleb LaDouche is flying his drone, hovering.
And pissing in the lake. He's not a dick enough. He's pissing in the swimming area. Good for you, Caleb.
Yeah, we want Caleb to be this way because, like, we want to see him get some comeuppance here. But we hear something behind him. It's not Jessica, Demon Jessica. It's this poor scalpless girl crawling down the dock with her. Now, so the skull capped it. We're not seeing her brain, right? We're just seeing the top of her skull ripped off.
It took her, It took her skin off.
Oh,
like
60%
of her scalp.
And he rightfully is like, what the hell happened? He's But Jessica's.
Jessica's there. I like the shot. You like shots. I like shots. It's the feet.
Mm-hmm.
And then the scalp just goes boom onto the dock. So we know who it is.
Yeah. And Jessica walks right up. The drone is hovering right in front of her face. And she just grabs it. And she turns and looks at Caleb. He doesn't know what's going on. And she is full. I mean, it's pretty good makeup. Evil Deadish, pale, ashen, black under the eyes, right? And she smiles at him. She smiles and takes the drone. Oh, boy.
Yeah. Well, remember what he said. It can be dangerous. Won't take your head off. But apparently the blades are pretty powerful because she puts it up to her face and goes flying into the lake.
And we just see all the blood and she's sinking. But Caleb, I didn't expect this. Caleb LaDouche dives in to help her.
Yeah.
But you can see that scalpless girl is trying to tell him, don't go in there. But he goes in, he comes up, and we get a little Jaws-like situation here. He suddenly starts getting pulled under, and on the sound is like crunches, like he's being contorted or crunched.
Yep. And then we get Caleb LaDouche's head gets thrown onto the dock, which is not, if you're a Deadite, you're trying to possess people and get more demons. She just blew it.
Yeah.
Unless he puts his head back together.
In fairness, he was a LaDouche, though.
She didn't want him on the team. She's like, you're not Team Deadite.
Eric, she fell into that water and he had pissed in it. So
yeah, he dove into his own piss. Yep. Serves you right, LaDouche.
Yeah.
But this is a great, I don't know if you remember when you first saw it, but
oh yeah.
Our poor scalped person looks up and then floating out of the water in like a, I don't know what you call it, an ascension kind of a thing.
Yes.
Is Deadite Jessica. And then with her, I get chills because I love it when they do it right, is the Evil Dead Rise title card comes up with her.
Yeah.
And you're going, oh, and then one day earlier.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what do you call it? A cold open? What do you call that?
It's a cold open, but then they're whipping us back and they want to let us know that what we just saw is happening after what we're going to see.
Yeah, 24 hours ago.
Yeah. So I'll stop right there and just really quickly ask you, so how'd you feel about that? Like that we got this great open and then it's like one day earlier.
I love it because sometimes I don't. This one I did. Usually when we're watching a Netflix show and they go to the past, so they go 2 weeks earlier. I'm like, shit. I just don't want, stop playing around like, well, we're going to tease you a little bit. But this one's good because now you're going, ooh, what happened? What happened? But it's only a day earlier. It's not 3 weeks so I'm good with it. And I love the opening. I knew I had to stick. I knew that there was going to be horrible gore going forward.
Which I think is the intention, and I'm going to say as we go on, you'll see. I think which the movie needs because we're entering into sort of the setting up phase now of the story.
Yeah.
So we cut to a young woman. She's like in a nightclub or something. You can hear that pounding music, and I think the set design is purposefully all graffiti everywhere, and it's like weird things. Graffiti-like, but monster. There's one skull with like something coming out of the eyes. But she's in a bathroom. She's taking a pregnancy test. This is a young woman, Beth. Yeah.
She finds out she's pregnant. She looks like, she's got, maybe my memory doesn't serve, but, black tank top, jean shorts, short black hair, kind of punky. So, she's into that like rock and roll scene.
Yeah.
And it's not good.
Yeah. pregnancy. She looks a little, oh my God. And next thing we cut, she's heading home, I guess. She goes to visit her sister. We can go through this kind of fast, Erik, I think, because
it's Los Angeles. It's raining, which doesn't happen in Los Angeles. But the apartment complex is one of those corner ones, where it's like it's almost a triangle. But what I love, I don't know if they ever say what the name of the apartment is, but it's Mondi Apartments. Come on.
They never, I don't think they really call it out because it's so on the nose. That's why. Yeah.
Demons. But it's a really cool apartment. And then we get Ellie, who's a really cool and interesting actor visually. I really like the way this person looks. I hope this didn't destroy her career because she is able to turn beauty into like horrific Joker face in a second. But she's fixing a tattoo needle, so she's a tattoo artist. So we've got a kind of a grunge sister thing going on here, right?
Yeah, and we see that she's got tattoos all on her arms. They're like vines. Is it words that make vines sort of on her arms? We're seeing that. So she's got all that equipment. But this is going to be Beth, who we just met. This is her sister.
Yeah.
And we're entering the apartment, and she has 3 kids. Ellie has 3 kids in this apartment that we're getting.
Yes. So she had to have them young because I didn't get their ages, but we got Bridget's got to be 15, maybe. I'm guessing the other kid, Danny, is 16 or 17. They're kind of different. You can tell it's a family that's had a lot of troubles. Because they're sort of what do you call it? They're almost non-binary, almost kids. They're sort of, you're like, oh, they could be male or female, doesn't matter, but they're all kind of upset.
Yeah, well, Erik, because there's 4 of them living in not a very big apartment. I was trying to figure out the layout of how many bedrooms there are even in this apartment.
Yeah, and one of those where a bedroom is actually a living room with those.
Yes,
ugh.
An extra room was being used as a bedroom now.
And speaking of extra room, Art, there's one more who I love. This kid. I hope this kid just keeps going and does movies. But
first movie, it said introducing in the credits for her name.
She's raking it in. Cassie, she's just completely cute, blonde hair. If you ever it's a cute 8-year-old girl, but she's also got a little darkness in her. She's cutting the head off of one of her plastic dolls, the regular sized doll.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah. She's got mom's scissors to do it. Mom's like, hey, did you take my scissors? And she doesn't fess up to it. The little girl throws them underneath a table.
Why would you do that? My gosh.
So we got all the kids and we do know that the son, Danny, he's a DJ. He has all sorts of vinyl records. And he's got his headphones on and he's rocking out. Yeah. Kind of a cool song. I kind of liked his little 80s vibe in it.
Yeah, he likes it.
Yeah.
My daughter does a lot of that. And this person looks kind of like an ambiguous Billy Idol. Looks like right?
Yeah. This is and then we see that they all get into arguments and fights and running around and all that. But then they all kind of love each other in the end. Right? There's tension, but they're good kids.
They're always introducing people you're like, oh, they're going to die. But there's 2 neighborhood kids that knock on the door and they want Bridget to see the Freddy Krueger Nightmare on Elm Street marathon.
Yeah.
Even the bad ones.
So we're meeting these 2 kids in the apartment building. And where I thought this was going at this point, Erik, we're meeting the family and we're meeting these kids, right? And I'm like, oh, this is going to be like the apartment building. We're going to meet. Everybody in the apartment building is going to be involved in this. And we're going to have maybe like along the lines of like Lady in the Water, like that M. Night movie. Yep. That's where I thought this was going.
Because they're introducing those.
Yes.
And it looks like Bridget might like the older kid. So, but here's another cool thing is Cassie. Little Cassie's, she's wearing a mop on her head. The old mops, like a wig. And
first of all, I hope that's a new one because an old mop head is pretty.
But I love that she calls she says, Bridget, your boyfriends are weirdos. I just thought it was cute. But the mop handle gets broken before they get into a tickle fight. It breaks. They have the mop handle. Yeah, and the mom's going to be pissed.
Yeah.
But mom's in the bathroom rinsing out her new red hair. And by red, I mean red. She just decided, you know what? It's red now.
Yeah. But doorbell rings and there's nobody there. When Ellie opens the door, the mom, nobody in the hallway, Erik. Oh. She steps out into the hallway, looks down, and then she turns. Beth jump scare.
Oh! And lesson learned, don't jump scare your sister because she's going to punch you in the face.
Yes. And that's the thing too, Erik, is I'm like, Beth did it on purpose. It wasn't one of those jump scares. She literally wanted to scare her sister. So she got her comeuppance, Erik. She got hit in the face.
Yep. So. And this is where we learn like the whole building is going to be demolished in a month. And it's a really tall building.
Mm-hmm. And we also learned Cassie, our young one, is playing with her little doll head. And I guess she calls it Stephanie.
Daphne.
Get it? It's got the because she put it on the broken pole.
Stephanie on a staff.
She's a clever one. She's a clever one, Cassie.
Yes. Stephanie. And we learn also that
there's a ghost story in this apartment building.
Yeah, it's a ghost story, but we also know that there's no dad. Dad's out of the Jay is out of the picture. Yeah. But yeah, ghosts.
Yeah, apparently the building is built on an old bank vault. And so do you remember this story that she tells her?
Pretty simple. The teller stole from the bank and he hid in the vault and now it's haunted. I mean, it's pretty simple.
But Stephanie will help keep the ghost away. That's what Cassie thinks.
Yep.
So as Beth is realizing the dad is not there, so mom sends all the kids out, so I guess she can talk to Beth about it. So
you mean Beth
sends
the
them all to
Beth the groupie? Oh, Beth, I'm sorry.
Groupie.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say groupie.
Yeah. Well,
they keep calling her
groupie. She's not a groupie, Erik. Beth is not a groupie.
Well, what is she?
She's a guitar technician. She's a roadie. I guess she not a roadie.
All right, whatever.
She takes care of the instruments. I didn't understand that.
But she doesn't take care of the history of her family because she don't know that her sister and Jay aren't around no more.
No, exactly. But she should have, because she says, I didn't know. I had no idea. And Ellie says, I left you a couple of messages like 2.5 months ago.
Yep.
Oh.
Yep. And they send the kids to go get pizza.
Yes.
Get out of here, go get pizza.
So Danny's must be old enough to drive because he goes to get pizza.
Yeah, so he's gonna be like 17.
Yeah. And so Beth and Ellie are there talking about how the husband left there and they gotta move because the apartment building's being torn down, like you said. So they gotta move in like 30 days. But Beth is like, hey, I hope we can put all this behind us because I'm here because I'm in a tough spot. And she's just about to reveal to Ellie that she's pregnant when an earthquake happens.
Yeah, it's pretty cool because this is a creepy ass. I lived in Los Angeles. You lived in California. Come on. It's a lower level. There's a garage down there, like where you park your cars. I thought, okay, real smart, LA. But yeah, it's the garage door's sticky, we have to point out, because little opener clicker, which I had in LA. And then the floor is cracking in the garage. It's nuts. It's
yeah.
I love it.
The kids are coming back. That's what Eric's talking about. The kids are in the garage with the pizzas. Yeah.
Yeah, and so they're okay, but the pizza isn't.
Okay, I have in my notes here, Erik. It's hard to tell, but you like to do this when we do movies. Erik likes it. Pizza rating from you? What do you think of that pizza?
Oh, well, I'm going to say an 8 just because, one, it wasn't that ruined. And it looked kind of thick. It looked like an Italian style. So maybe just sit flat. It's not a thick piece. So
nice amount of cheese on it, I thought, too. It looked like a good amount of cheese. And
great name for a pizza place.
What was it?
Well, Henrietta's Pizzeria. And our slogan is, come get some. I just love it. Nod to Evil Dead if you don't know.
That's right.
You wouldn't know unless you're really like, wait a minute. Unless you're listening to a freaking podcast.
But So they need to head upstairs, but Danny's looking and the earthquake has opened up a hole in the garage floor. And he looks down there and it looks like a bank vault. Some type of...
Stories are true.
Yes.
Would you go down there?
Bridget is like, let's go. And I'm kind of with Bridget.
No, I'm not. I'm going down.
You'd go down. I know you'd go down there. I bet.
Sorry.
Yeah, I know. Eric came out to visit me in California and we ended up, Eric saw a rope attached to a rock. We were walking on the beach with these huge cliffs. It's very beautiful down La Jolla. And Eric saw a rope with knots in it leading up a cliff. And the next thing you know, Eric and I were off on an adventure.
3-4 hours later. That's all I need. All I need is a knotted rope or a hole in the ground with a hidden bank vault. I'm in.
But it was pretty cool, though, Eric. That was a pretty cool little side adventure. But yeah, so you'd be going down in the vault and probably dragging me down with you.
Well, you know, if you want to come, you can. But it's really creepy down there because it's those old bank vaults. We have some of those in Salem with the old, you put a key in it, it's a metal box that comes out.
Mm-hmm.
And he finds a bunch of letters and a photo of 3 hip priests.
3 priests and some vinyl albums.
Vinyl, people, is a record, just in case.
Yes. And they're dated January 1923, and there's 3 of them labeled 1, 2, 3.
You know, why would you put anything else on pertinent information on a record? It just wouldn't.
So Danny's down there, and then he takes those albums, he takes them out of there. And then, and he might take the picture. I'm not sure if he takes the picture. But,
he does.
He does. But then he explores, Eric, can you help me out with this? This is a bank vault he's in. And then suddenly he enters a room with how many crucifixes and medals, like little medals, like religious medals, like Saint Benedict or you know, those little medals you wear with the saints from the ceiling. So many of them in there.
Yes.
So what's going on here?
He's almost killed by a jump scare Jesus statue, too. And we're talking one that you find in a big old Catholic church. Well, what we're seeing here is that somebody put some stuff up because they were scared.
Yeah. But did they live in the bank? I was trying to figure out.
It's deep below because apparently there's something wrapped in a gross cloth.
Yes. There's like a crypt. And he pulls out this burlap or something sack or cloth, and he puts it on the top of the crypt, and it looks like it's moving, Eric. It's whatever's in there looks like it's alive.
Mm-hmm. And you open it up, it's a bunch of flying bugs. Wah! It's really creepy down there. I don't know how much longer I would be down there, but Danny sees the opportunity. He's like, hey, you know what? This is a book. Oh, look at this cool book. And grabs the book and doesn't check for gold. Idiot.
I thought the same thing. I'm like, doesn't check for anything else.
Bank vault.
Money.
A book. Not even the medallion.
IBM stock certificates.
Nothing. Like a whole thing full of pennies. Those will be gone soon.
Like somebody's false identification passports.
Yeah. Find something from a James Bond movie. Boom.
Right.
But the earthquake took out the phone lines. And then we get another neighbor. I forget what his name is. Gary?
Gabe.
He offers to find the kids. And then there's another guy that looks like Santa if Santa just gave up. Santa's like, I'm done.
Okay.
Get your own presents.
We meet Santa, whose name is Mr. Fonda.
Oh.
Yep.
See, if we have covered Evil Dead 2, we'd know that's a nod to that, but we didn't.
Mr. Fonda. He's so picture Santa Claus, like Eric said, if he's given up. But he's looking for his cat, and he says his cat is up in the ventilation system. He likes to go up there in the ventilation system. And he also seems to know. He makes a side comment to Beth. He's like, "Oh, you're the groupie."
Oh, Art.
Yeah.
Guitar technician dude.
Yeah. But that's what he says to Beth.
Yeah. Beth
looks at her sister, Ellie. Ellie's like,
yep. And the elevator arrives, which is a creepy ass elevator. I love this building. And the kids are in there with the pizza, I think.
Oh, and little Cassie. Would you want the pizza?
What is she, 3 now?
She's so cute, but she's also like it's a little like she studied Drew Barrymore's performance in E.T., I think. And
I don't know. I think
stuff.
she's cool.
I like her. It's funny to me.
Well, Danny and Bridget are looking at the stuff, right? And Bridget has a little bit of a head on her shoulders. She's like, hey, I don't know. It's probably sealed down there for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
And the book has if you saw Evil Dead, that little book, the diary with the gross face on it.
In the original Evil Dead, it's really small.
This isn't that. It's still stitched together, but it's closed, which I love, with a set of teeth.
And they look like you'd think of Venus flytrap teeth, right?
Yeah.
That type of thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
That's sort of the clasping mechanism. It's weird.
Yeah.
And is it like... Does it look like veins a little lightly running through the cover of the book, Erik?
Either veins or stitching. I think it's probably veins.
Yeah.
Could be skin.
But Danny really he thinks this will be worth money. Get our family out of trouble here.
Yeah.
That's what he's thinking.
Don't go right back down to the bank vault, Danny, for some more shit. Why don't you open up this Venus flytrap book?
Like the woman from Titanic could have her diamond in one of those things down there.
Something.
But Danny's trying to open it, and those little clasps, I think, cut him on his finger.
Yes, and the blood drips on the book and gets absorbed by the book. And not very... I would have noticed. I mean, I'd like to give myself kudos. I would have noticed the blood absorbing in the book, but he doesn't. And the teeth open, like you said, Venus flytrap.
Mm-hmm.
And inside the pages, not stocks and bonds, sadly. Just
not Wuthering
shit.
Heights. It's not Wuthering Heights
just
either.
Creepy shit. Like awful, creepy illustrations of like things and inked in blood.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe.
And they're flipping through. Got to have a picture of dismembered eyes in there, Erik. Always in Evil Dead.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And Bridget's like, hey, you know what? Why don't you put it back? And convenient. What do you call this convenience when they have a convenient thing? Well, mom says we can't leave the apartment, so you have to do it in the morning. Like, well, really though? I think these kids I think Danny would be like, fuck that and go down there anyway. But he says he will.
I will point out, mom said, don't take the elevator. You shouldn't be taking the elevator after an earthquake.
Yeah,
mom did say that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. Remember that, Erik.
Okay, mom. Don't do as I do. Do as I say.
All right. So, Bridget slams the book shut and she leaves, but Danny opens it right back up again after she leaves.
Obsessed.
Yeah. And we got a little scene in here. Cassie and Beth. Cassie's going to be taking a bath. Our little Cassie with her snorkel thing on, and she's a little scared.
Well, she's wearing a bathing suit for a bath because she was stung by a jellyfish once, so she's afraid of the water.
And as we know, Beth likes to prank. And I'm like, what the F? Beth puts her hand in the water. She goes, I don't think anything's in here. And she's really playing it up. And poor Cassie looks like she's about to have a heart attack. And then Beth is like, it's just fooling around.
It's a rubber duck. But it works. She looks like she'd be a good mom. Oh. Yeah. They're going back and forth about...
Or she's like the Evil Dead already. Like, she's playing around.
Yeah, I don't know. But she says, they both say they have tummy trouble. And then Danny's playing the records.
Yes.
Because, he loves vinyl, so he's got to play the records.
He's got his 2 turntables and a microphone, Erik.
Yes.
Okay, so he has to do it by hand to get the right speed? Is that what's going on? What is he doing? He's spinning himself.
He's a spinner. He's a spinner.
He's a spinner.
Spinning vinyl.
But we're going to hear on there, he plays the first one, and it's Father Marcus Littleton, and the voice is actually Mr. Fonda that we saw earlier. He actually that's the voice we're hearing on here. Santa, yeah. But it sounds like, 1920s, gentlemen, we're gathered here today. You're hearing some sort of gathering. And he's like, unveiling of an artifact.
Yes.
The Demonde.
The Book of the Dead.
Yes.
And I love that you wouldn't know unless again, that's what our podcast is for. But you hear somebody go, it's called the Book of Dead for a reason, jackass.
Yeah. Bruce Campbell. Bruce Campbell in a cameo.
Campbell, yeah. I would have loved if the first record, Donnie, He's European now. Donnie picks up the record.
Yes.
He picks it up. I would have loved it if it was just like an incidental thing. It's like 1920, 1923. We're gathered here together to roast some marshmallows. It's our first time. David has burned himself by trying to peel the burned skin off. What an idiot.
He keeps trying to go forward.
Yeah, right.
But it's still mundane.
My wife brought some chocolates home today for Easter. We hid it amongst the rafters and forgot about it. A month later, we discovered that.
But everybody's shouting him down.
Yeah.
And so he puts on, Erik, gotta put on album 2. And
they say there's a book and it's one of 3 volumes.
Yeah.
So there's 3 books of the dead.
Right.
Right.
Isn't that lore? I know we shouldn't go into the other movies too much, but I think there were at some point, they said there are 3 books.
And in Army of Darkness, there are 3 books, but it's kind of sort of a joke. But one of them has those teeth.
Yeah.
so Ellie,
album two.
Yeah.
Are you saying like a meanwhile? Yeah.
Well, yeah, Ellie's just going to do some laundry.
Yeah. Yeah. So he puts on album 2, and here it's a little bit forward, and it starts off. He doesn't say this, but it's sort of like, well, that meeting with all the priests didn't go too well. So nobody's going to help me translate this book, except for 2 guys. 2 guys are going to help him, 2 other priests. And so we're like, oh, we saw 3 priests in that photo, Erik.
We did.
This must be them. And he says, we've taken to translating this. But since I've been booted out of the priesthood, I've had to take extra shifts at a donut shop. I can't. I don't have as much time.
I don't even have a lunch break.
He moves forward, Erik. It's like
one of my favorite is with sprinkles. Oh, come on.
The new manager, Carl, is a real dick.
Right. I was caught smoking in the back room. Oh, Jesus Christ. Keep Kandar. There it is.
So that's, Erik, I'm glad you brought us right to where we want to be.
Yeah.
Because that's we start hearing the incantations. He's doing the translation on the recording, and Danny's listening to it, but it's coming over the speakers. Danny doesn't have headphones on. And they're old ass speakers. It's like they look like they're from
Danny's
the 1920s.
Old school. He's old school.
And he is old school.
He's trying to stop it because it's now creeping him out. But the record player plays on its own. He can't control it anymore. I thought that was cool. And the book starts flipping the pages.
Meanwhile, Mom's, I think, going to do laundry, and she looks at the stairs. And she ignores the stairs and goes to the elevator. What did you just tell the kids?
If you can't, come on.
Just told the kids, don't take an elevator after an earthquake.
Yep.
So.
And this is where we get our evil, that evil force POV. It's heading for the apartment complex.
Where is it coming?
Right.
Okay, good. You're on the same page as me.
CVS? Was it at the Walgreens? And then somebody opened the book. It's like, oh, gotta go.
Was it visiting Los Angeles?
Yeah.
And it was...
it's like just, Hollywood Boulevard. It's like, oh, sorry.
Yeah, because it's not like it came up out of a local cemetery or something. It just coming down the street.
Probably took an Uber to get there.
Yeah, it was like... I do like that, Erik. It was like visiting Los Angeles, and suddenly it heard Kandar. It's like... Yeah.
Doesn't leave a tip for the cab,
but it goes in through the garage, up through the apartment building. It's going really fast, and goes right into the elevator just as the mom's getting out on the bottom floor. And okay, Erik, so it goes right into her, forces her up to the top of the elevator. And am I right? The elevator goes up. It forces the whole elevator up.
Yeah, it looks like one of those like an elevator was going down or up. So she goes up.
Yeah, and so she's into the top of the floor, and then it stops, and she drops,
slams to the ground. So she wakes up stuck in the elevator.
Okay, so she's on the elevator floor, and Erik, I think at this point the recording is stopped. Has it stopped up there? I think the Kandar.
Yes, because the power goes out.
Right. With this big smash of the elevator, the power goes out.
Yeah. And this is a cool thing is she wakes up and then her hair she feels something moving her hair and her earring gets yanked out of her ear by nothing.
Oh.
Yeah. And then she screams. It's like all these words and stuff. And she's like, shut up. And then it does. I think that's when the power goes out. She's like, shut up.
Yeah. So then she gets hit. It's like something invisible punches her in the face. That's kind of what we get.
Yeah.
But then a wire from the ceiling drops down and wraps around her neck.
Yeah, it's those nasty cables from the... Ugh.
And starts to pull her up. So it's choking her, the wire. And this is a definite... I think we're getting the call back to our Evil Dead... way back to the original Evil Dead, which they kind of call back to in a lot of the movies, Eric, is a woman getting attacked by trees and branches and vines wrapping around her. And this is a callback.
Yep. And it's she ends up in a wicked weird position. Like she's hanging there, but it's like she's doing a running. She's like, whoa. But
we're hearing crunches, right? So you get the feeling her bones are twisting in weird ways.
Nasty.
Yeah.
It's nasty. Yeah. So I guess she's dead, right?
Yep. She's dead.
She dead. Oh, Lord, you said an Erikism. She dead.
She dead.
She dead.
You've done that to me.
Yep. She did. She did.
Well, we think, yeah.
Yep. But it's all dark now. But Ellie comes back, which is really creepy because you see not her silhouette. It's sort of her silhouette coming back to the apartment. Yeah. And
they're all watching. They're cooking, and she comes into the apartment, and they're following her, or like a little bit around the apartment, and she's shuffling, and she goes into the kitchen, and I love this. I love this scene.
It is great because they have a lot of eggs. They must have a lot of breakfast here.
Now, 3 kids, Eric. There's 3 kids, and so yeah.
And she's it's a gas stove. So flames, very dangerous. And she's not really cooking the eggs, more as cracking them in her hands and then throwing the entire egg in the pan.
And Eric, the sound of each cracking egg is amped up, like on the soundtrack. It's like, and she throws it on the floor. Some of them, the eggshells.
Yeah, Some of them are a little bloody, which happens, but it's gross.
So picture the frying pan is filled with eggshells and eggs cooking on the frying pan.
Yep. And they still don't know what's going on. And she's a little weird, but she's like, oh, I just had this beautiful dream, a perfect day. We're all together, and all I could think of was how I wanted to cut everybody open and climb inside their bodies so we could be together. That's your mom. Your mom.
It's very eerie.
Yes. Yeah. So we know
she goes, it's a perfect day.
Yeah.
Perfect day.
She's possessed, clearly. now it gets weird because all of a sudden
okay. I want to ask you, because she turns to them all and she's just got the chilling sort of grin and the eyes. Great job by the actress you mentioned earlier. I think she's doing a good job here, and the makeup. But there is a weird moment where she says, it's me. And I did think it is her inside there, the actual mom. Did you notice that?
Yes, because she's not quite, she's struggling, but she's losing the fight of being possessed.
Okay. I didn't know if you noticed that. I was like, okay, so there is a little bit of her in there.
Yeah, because she says things like, she's like, don't let it get my kids. You're like, what? So that's not what a demon would say.
No.
But she then crawls after them on all fours, like just really weird. And we get our demonic puke. We got
the bile that we usually
buckets of puke. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just, I love it when that happens because I puked before. I don't know if you puked before, Art, but when I puke, and it's everybody leaves the house when they know I'm going to throw up because it sounds awful. And it's just like it's like I'm in a movie where someone's got a hose behind me. Am I oversharing? I'm sorry, Artie Boo.
Oh,
I'm sorry, little Art Boo. Artie Boo.
Oh.
Yeah.
But and that is a standard thing we're seeing. We even saw it earlier in this movie with Jessica in the opening, that light-colored, like whitish bile that comes out of you. I guess that's part of the possession in the Evil Dead.
It's the goo. And she drops to the ground, and they figure, oh, remember when she said not to use the elevator? We won't. We'll use the stairs.
Yeah. So they're dragging. Danny and Beth are dragging her down the hallway. Yeah.
And the stairs are gone. Not the original bridge.
Yes.
The bridge is out. Oh, hey, Bridget. The bridge is out, Bridgie. Because her name's Bridget.
That's good, Eric. I didn't put that together, but you're right.
Thanks.
Good job.
You're welcome, Bridgie.
And this is where we meet Gabe again, and Mr. Fonda come into the hallway, and they're trying to discuss what we need to do. This is where I'm like, oh, wow, it's going to be all the apartment floor. Right,
everybody's working
Everybody's
together.
going to be involved and working together. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, we haven't seen those other kids yet again, but yeah, these are main characters for sure.
Yeah, that's what I thought. But we cut to, I guess they brought Ellie back to her apartment and she's on the bed and Gabriel tries to close her eyes, but they don't close. They pop back open again. What would you...
Scary ass.
What would I do if like somebody was dead and I did that and their eyes popped open again?
Blanket. Put a blanket over it. Just don't do it again. Wow.
He does. And then he says, do you want to pray? Beth is like, well, she was never really religious.
Yeah.
And they do a prayer. And then Mr. Fonda is like, what the hell happened to her face?
Yeah. It's pretty
she
weird.
Looks all weird. But they have a discussion here. This is what I mean, Eric. Gabe and Mr. Fonda start talking all about how they're going to get out of here. They're going to cut through the lock on some vacant apartment to get to a fire escape. And Mr. Fonda's like, I have a gun. And down in my truck in the garage, we have tools, but I can't use them here. So there's all this discussion. So you could see where I'm like, okay, they're going to have to try to figure this out. And Gabe and Mr. Fonda are now part of this. And I don't know. I was being set up for something different. Not bad. It's not bad. I'm just saying it was interesting to me. I was where my mind was going.
Well, my problem is sometimes that the apartment's sealed up. Like you can't kick a door open. I guess because it's a sturdy apartment, I guess. But Gabe is trying to hack at the door and Santa has a freaking shotgun. And the guy goes, no, don't use the shotgun. They've been through enough. I'm like, no, use the shotgun to get out of this dilapidated, possibly falling down building.
Right.
No, don't use the shotgun. Santa would have made short work of that.
So back at the deathbed, Eric, Ellie's there on the bed. Beth is alone saying, Ellie, you always had all the answers. You were the one, and I don't know what I'm going to do. And she takes Ellie's hands, but then it's the phone, right? The phone message starts playing, and it's Ellie. It sounds a little like the messages we heard before that Beth never answered, but it says, Beth, you have to help me. I'm burning alive.
Yep. And then Ellie's eyes are wide open. That fly is walking around on her freaking pupil.
Yes.
Well, I guess she's alive then.
She sits up and she's alive. So everybody comes in. They're like, oh my God, she's alive. And Beth grabs her and says she's burning. Her flesh she's really, really hot. So they throw her in the tub. And I think the tub starts boiling when they throw her in there. The water starts bubbling when they throw her into the tub.
Well, I love it when they just go crazy with shit, because if this person's possessed, let's see it. And she just flies up to the top of the ceiling of the bathroom tub, like she's Spider-Man sticking up there. And then with that boiling water, she falls back into the tub. Miraculously doesn't crack her head on any porcelain.
No.
And
at this point, we're cutting outside. The whole floor, people are sort of poking their heads out. They're hearing all this yelling and stuff. So they're kind of like looking out their doors and everything.
Oh, the other people that are going to be a major part of the movie?
Yeah. All those people that we've met. Yeah. They're all. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Santa, his elf, and the two teenage kids. Yeah.
Yeah. So in the bathroom, everybody's like, ah, and they're looking at the tub, and then the hands come up over the edge of the tub.
Yes. And she has got the best. She has a beautiful smile, but the way she does it, it looks like the Joker from the DC Comics, with that wicked wide smile, like almost unnatural, but it's her real face. And I hope she gets to work again, because if people go, oh, you're that girl with the smile. No, we're not. No rom-com for you. But she's a very beautiful woman, but she really kicks ass. And
And she crawls out once again on all fours. This is how she moves a lot.
Yeah, and she has a great line. Mommy's sleeping with the maggots now. And she's got a little bit of like a twang, like she's a little bit of Southern. Mommy's sleeping with the maggots now. Did you notice that? How you kids doing?
Maybe they picked it up in Tennessee, the Evil Dead, when they were in the Tennessee in the original.
Yeah, the demons are from Tennessee, and they're like, y'all gonna die. Mm-hmm. Oh, bless your heart. Y'all gonna die. I'm gonna tear you open. Swallow your soul. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So she's contorted and coming out, and then they come out into the living room, and then it's this weird standoff where she's sort of lunging at the kids like a bully would. Ha!
Oh, like a demon bully.
Right. Like do you notice that, Eric? She's sort of like,
oh yeah.
And she's sort of having a fun time. Am I going to come at you? Am I going to come at you?
Yep.
Am I going to come at you? It's just...
And there's all broken glass around. She picks up a shard in her hand.
I didn't see this coming, actually.
Oh, you didn't?
I didn't see this particular thing coming.
Yeah, a lot of hand trauma.
She lunges at Beth, and Beth puts up her hand to block the glass shard, and it goes right through Beth's hand, like right through.
Yep.
And it's
I'm always
nasty.
a stickler for the glass shard attacks because the only person who gets affected is the one who's being attacked. When really, like, come on. You just severed your own hand by doing that.
I know, but I don't. To be fair, I don't think Deadites care. They don't care. Well, it's all part of the game, Eric. It's all part of the.
You know why, Art? Because I'm fine. I'm making up the accent now. I'm finally free from you little parasites. What a horrible thing to say to your kids, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Eric, I should we say what she says? Like, titty sucking parasites.
Yeah, titty sucking. Yeah. Oh, it's awful to say. Their kids, especially the little girl. They're really going for it.
Yeah. Well, let's to stop here for a second. It's interesting to me that what they're doing with the Evil Dead this time is I liked this. They're bringing in family dynamics, and what do you do when the Evil Dead it's not just friends in a cabin, Eric. It's family. Like, this is crazy. It's like
not
now,
just turning. I mean, when you turn on your kids, I have 2 kids, and if I say sometimes I might regret something I say to the kids, but this is a demon.
Yeah.
But you're just from the kids' point of view, I can just see their hearts just
they don't know what's going on, but also it's like not feeling safe. It's like everything's out of control.
Yeah.
Already the movie had set up the dad's left. So it's a little unsure. They're living in a building that's condemned. Like, in other words, this is a family that's already on the edge of stuff.
Already bad.
A
lot of movies do this. They hit somebody's in a bad way, and they just like, well, that's nothing, buddy. Wait till we possess your mom.
But
they're awful.
So it's doing 2 things, and then we can keep moving on.
Oh yeah,
it's introducing the Evil Dead to an urbanish environment, like this getting us out of the woods and getting us into the city, and then also into family. So I just think it's an interesting way that they're going with this. So
it's all about the story,
all about the family, Eric, all about the family,
about
like
family.
Vin Diesel will tell you.
It's all about right when he's possessed. That's what he says. But so Ellie,
Evil Dead, Fast and Furious.
Yeah, right. They're all like, I'll swallow your soul. That would be awesome.
Hit the nos.
Yeah. And they just come out of the wreckage. They don't care because they can't be killed. But Ellie or Elle attacks Bridget, the daughter, and tries to stab her with that tattoo needle. And they are milking it because she goes right for her eye and just barely.
Eric, I was like, are they going to do this? Are they going to do the eye?
I thought they were.
I thought they were. But Ellie gets her head away, and it goes down her cheek, cuts her cheek, that drill.
And they just keep torturing you with the mommy stuff. She's like, well, mommy will kiss it better. And then creepy tongue comes out.
Yeah. It's like black, the tongue that comes out of her mouth, and it's going down. And how does Gabe comes in Gabe from Remember Outside?
Yeah, but I think it's Danny. Is it Danny to the rescue when he hits her with the
breaks
chair?
a chair over?
Yeah.
Yeah. He breaks a chair over Mom, Ellie.
Yep.
It's Demon Ellie now. Say.
It's clear that, and that's when the neighbors enter the apartment.
And poor Gabe comes in and is like, "Hey, what's going on?" And Demon Ellie,
tattoo. He's just trying to get another tattoo.
Demon Ellie just goes right at him, sort of pushes him out into the hallway, and bites into his eye.
Yeah, she basically sucks his eye out of his face. And remember the other kid, we don't even know who this kid is. Remember
he's just trying to enjoy his Freddy marathon, Eric. He's watching Nightmare on Elm Street. Yeah.
Yeah, well, you know what goes good with Cheetos, Art?
What goes good with Cheetos?
Big mouthful of eyeball.
Whoa, yeah. Got an Evil Dead movie, gotta have an eyeball.
She spits. It's not funny, even in this. It's funny talking about it. But she spits Gabe's eyeball, like shoots it. You know that Pong game with that? You know how you and me do that when we're drunk? We play that Pong. And it just goes right in his mouth and he swallows it. Yep. Yeah. And Beth, ever the good neighbor, she just locks Ellie out in the hallway with these people.
And the mom comes over and she's just banging her head on the door. You know, we've seen it in horror movies before, the banging, banging, banging. But then what I have here is, in my notes, Eric, all I have is peephole killing show.
Yep. You put a quarter in the slot and you can watch all the neighbors go in like 30 seconds. So it's a great shot. I think what you said before is kind of opened my eyes to, you know what? Do the shot a different way. Mm-hmm. So instead of seeing her out in the hallway, you're just seeing the POV and it's great. And she attacks everybody. The little kid can't be more than what? He can't be more than 12.
Yeah.
But she tears out Gabe's throat.
Ugh.
Right in front of the peephole. Mm-hmm. And then
she gets blown away. All of a sudden, you hear boom like a shotgun, and she goes right out of the frame.
Santa to the rescue.
Yeah, Mr. Fonda comes walking in with his shotgun, but then they're a little comical when you think about it later, Eric. But it's done well. Like his feet come out. Whoa! And he goes down out of the frame, and you hear him getting it too.
Yeah, and the kid with the eyeball gets thrown across the hallway. He's out. So she just took out 3 people.
All these people that Eric and I have been talking about, we thought were going to be in the movie. They're all gone. Yeah.
All gone.
So it's the family locked in the apartment and nobody else coming to the rescue.
Yep.
So it's just so we just got Beth, Bridget, Danny, and Cassie, and Mom outside the door.
Yep. So Beth tries to, open the window. It's pouring rain and nobody can hear her. And one of my thoughts is, I understand you're under pressure, but how many bed sheets you guys have in the house? I don't know, probably 6. Fucking tie them together and start making your way outside. There's got to be another fire escape.
Or at least one of you, Try to do something. Yeah.
No. You know what you do instead is you go look at the book.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you do.
Bridget thinks, Mom, do you think Mom looks just like one of those pictures from the book?
Look like one of the pictures.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And speaking of Bridget, she's in the bathroom looking at her wound. Remember that little
cut? Picking at it. Don't pick it. Don't pick at the wound.
It. Put some hydrocortisone on it and stop scratching. Oh my God. See what you did, Bridget? You touched it and it spread out like a freaking spider. Here's where, if you haven't seen Evil Dead and you're wondering what's happening, it's that if you get a wound.
I wanted to talk to you about this because I don't think we went into this on the last podcast we did about Evil Dead. And so I think there's a good place to talk about it.
Yeah, I think you need to, in order to be, it's all bullshit. It's not true, Art, what I'm going to say. In order to be infected by the Evil Dead, you have to have a wound inflicted by the other demon, and you have to have some of their vomit or blood or bile in you from that. That's
the
only thing I can say.
Because when we should be clear, like when you think about like zombies, like they've inflicted a wound and you get infected because they bite you or tear you. But this seems to be, even going back to the first Evil Dead movie, even if they wound you with something, like a pencil or a sword or if they wound you, that's a wound, is what you're saying.
Probably, if we really have to try desperately to come up with a reason why some people get possessed and some people don't.
Yeah.
There you go. If the demon inflicts a wound.
But I like your addition of there's also maybe some exchange of fluid or you get some bile on you or something.
But not in the first movie. There's no bile on that pencil. Unless what's her name licked the pencil.
I know.
But it starts spreading on Bridget and as she's looking in the mirror. And this is cool. Black goo starts coming from her nose.
Yeah. What I liked about this is the feeling that I was getting in here, Eric, was like a person who's like, oh, I got this wound. Oh shit, I'm not okay. Oh shit, I am not okay. Oh my God, this is really bad.
Yep.
This is like, I really felt it in my bones. Plus, I'm like, okay, this movie's playing for keeps. Like the kids are just as likely.
16-year-old girl.
And they killed the 2 kids in the hallway too.
Oh, they did.
This is a main character now.
Yep.
That's going.
Yep. And the book is flipping, flip, and you're kind of seeing what's happening through the pages. And like there's some stuff coming out of somebody's mouth, like tentacles.
Yes.
So we know that she's down for the count.
Yeah. But Danny and Cassie are talking, and Cassie's telling Danny it's going to be all right because Stephanie will protect us, she says.
Yeah, Stephanie, because Stephanie's that little doll head on the broken stick. But speaking of Cassie, she's looking out of that peephole and she sees Mom sitting down, which is another nod to the original. See the original, everybody. And then see this. Just skip every one of them first and then go back to the others. But she's, Ellie's pretending that she's talking to Cassie's dad. It's like, oh no, Jay's here. He's back and you just, let us in. We're all good. How you doing? And meanwhile, Bridget's puking up bugs. It's like, ugh. Remember the bugs? Yeah, I thought that was cool.
Yeah.
And Cassie's like, what's wrong, Mommy? Well, nothing. There's that troll again. Nothing a hug and a kiss won't fix. And she's got that grin. I ain't kissing her. I'm not kissing you, Mom.
And we see that little Cassie, she puts the chair up there. And then she's reaching for the lock. She's reaching for the lock.
Don't do it.
Cassie doesn't seem fully buying it though. She's like, you don't look too good, Mom.
Yeah, it's like, Mom, gosh.
But she's turning that lock though. She's turning that lock.
Just enough. I would have waited. If I was the Deadite, I would have waited. But nope, she can't. Demon Ellie can't wait. So as soon as she gets that lock open a little bit, sticks her hand in. Trying to strangle poor little Cassie. And I thought, Cassie's dead. That was my thought. Right? I thought this kid, they're taking out the little kid.
That I didn't know, but that would have been wild if they yanked her out the door. Like I would have. Cards on the table. At this point, I was thinking maybe they're going to go there. Maybe we're going to see an Evil Dead little kid at some point in this movie. Which little
that would be frightening. But she's got a different contract. She's got a different SAG-AFTRA contract. So the family comes, the brother and sister, and they're able to shut the door with Beth. They close it. But just creepy.
Yeah, and I think Beth is now the mom because she tells Danny and Cassie, "Go to your room."
Yep.
And she goes to the kitchen, and it looks like there's all stuff over the floor. And she looks up, and Bridget is back to us and hunched over the sink counter area of the kitchen, like a little, like a vulture or a bird or something, right? Like
Gollum.
Like Gollum, yes. Good one. Yeah.
Just on the top.
Like, he likes eggs.
Yes.
Eggs.
She's eating something, Eric, that sounds really crunchy. Whatever.
Well, they're all good cooks over there, we've discovered, right?
Yeah.
Gourmet chefs in this family. But it's not. This doesn't have as much effect on me as it used to. But she's chewing on a giant wine glass, and she's just eating the glass. And I did a movie with fake bottles and stuff, and I freaked everybody out because of this movie. I was like, oh, I had a broken beer bottle. I'm like, well, drink's gone. Might as well eat the rest. I'm like, so it didn't freak me out as much when I first saw it because then she swallows and you can see it going down. It's really good effect. Goes down her throat.
Yeah, and like one shard even just barely pierces the skin of the throat,
Yep.
so you see a
Really
little red
good.
cut. Yeah,
Really
that's good. But she goes back to chewing like she's.
Well, you know why, Art?
Yeah. Well, I know why.
Go ahead. Why? Why would you eat glass?
Well, why you would eat glass is you want to get rid of the creepy crawlies that are in your tummy, in your tum-tum.
Nobody wants anything in their tummy, right? Right, Bethy Wethy?
So just a little side question. So she clearly is insinuating, that Beth has a little something in her tummy. So I guess because the Evil Dead, are they sort of a hive mind? And now that Ellie's been absorbed into the Evil Dead, then
no.
Bridget would know that? Like,
No,
I don't know.
Because Ellie doesn't
Oh,
know.
never did it. The earthquake came before Beth
Right?
could tell
So
her.
She doesn't know.
That's
so
right.
Did she tell Bridget? I don't remember.
I don't remember. Yeah, that was a little
I don't
weird,
know.
but-
Maybe a little script flaw. But she spits up blood. She's just like, "Pwah!"
Yeah, and it goes on Beth's face.
Okay.
All right.
That's okay.
Because Beth has a wound from an Evil Dead. She has her hand is all messed up. And now she's got Evil Dead bile on her.
And then we're not done because she throws. It's great. It's hard for me to watch this. I thought this was in the Evil Dead remake, so I forgot and I wasn't prepared. I'm like, oh, this is the movie. But Beth throws a cheese grater and frickin' Bridget catches it like it's from Big Trouble in Little China. It's a good knife. And I have, if you've ever rubbed a cheese grater the wrong way, even for a second.
Oh, I have. Yeah.
Oh, it should be banned. Cheese graters should not be allowed. But she uses the cheese grater on Beth's leg, and they're not pulling back with this punch. They just go. Just pointing out, Art, we've already established something. So Beth is stabbed in the hand by a Deadite, puked on by a Deadite, and then damaged again by a Deadite.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
Mhm.
If we only had the book, if we only read the book. But Beth knocks her down.
And then Bridget goes after, I think Danny comes in, right?
Poor Danny.
Bridget goes after Danny. And this is a little of that mania that you get in Evil Dead movies because mom is banging on the door. It reminds me of going back to some original Evil Dead movies with the person in the basement banging and banging and banging. And so you have this thing, all this stuff happening and the craziness and the noise.
It's just like prey going after if they're attacking an animal and then another one comes by and they just go, oh, I'm gonna get that one. So she goes after her brother, and then Cassie gets in the way. Remember little Cassie? Cassie's there, so she's like, oh, I'm taking Cassie out. That'll be easier. Not so easy, is it?
Not so easy because Stephanie is there.
Stephanie to the rescue.
Yes.
Great.
Remember how the broom handle broke earlier, Eric? You pointed out.
Mm-hmm. It's now a weapon. Is it like the dagger from the original one, the Kandarian dagger? Great surprise. And this is an 8-year-old kid too. And I was trying to look. Oh, did they not show her what's happening? But she freaking right through Bridget's mouth and comes out the back of her head.
Yeah. And it's long. They dragged this out. Because Bridget takes it out of her. She pulls it out of her own mouth, and then she sort of lets go some bile, I think.
You got to let go of the bile, yep. You got to.
Yeah. There's a lot in there, man, that the Evil Dead have, because... and then she collapses. Yeah.
Yes, and I'll just point out while we're, Bridget, and then Santa is Fonda. Her name's Bridget. His name's Fonda.
Okay.
But Beth tries to console Cassie, who just staked her sister in the face. How do you console a kid?
Yeah.
Well, she's got blood on her face. So they decide they're going to bind Bridget up in the blankets that they didn't use to make a giant rope to get out of the apartment.
But Beth wants to listen to the records. Erik has walked away from the microphone.
I can't.
He has walked away from the microphone.
We might find something else on there. And it is. He's like, I went to the grocery store today. They were out of carrots. I had to go home and tell my sister there were no carrots. She was very upset. We used beets, but it wasn't the same. You know.
She gives Danny a knife, I should say, and then sends him out, and she's in the room, listens alone. She puts the headphones on.
She gives Danny a knife and tells him to go away. That's smart. Don't huddle everyone in the same room.
And she tells Cassie everything's going to be all right. And Cassie's like, I think you'd be a good mom.
Why is that?
Because you lie to kids really well.
There you go. Yep.
Yeah. So she listens to the vinyl, Erik. She's spinning it. I just wanted to get her maybe, when I see that turntable, and I just wanted her to add in on the other table. Like they should add in a beat.
My God.
Like a sick beat, like while you're listening.
All right. That was like the exposition of what he's doing. He's like, my friends turn into demons. Demons.
Waka, 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 waka.
Yeah. Right? I tried to burn them alive, burn them alive. Danny's pissed because she's better. Yeah, she's better than he is. He comes in. He's like, go do it. Every time he does it, like the demons go backwards.
So the gist of what she's listening to is he's saying that it started to spread. His other two priests that he was working with got infected, and then as she's listening, there's a lot of cross-cutting going on, but should we just cover what she listens to?
Yeah, let's go what
she
listens to, yeah. What I like about this is they're not the original Evil Dead. You burn the book and all that. So what I like about this is he's saying they tried prayer, everybody got possessed, and he's like, I had to burn them, but they were laughing while they were burning.
I love that image. They were dancing in the flames.
Yeah. Like, probably to the music on the record. And then he said, I buried them, but they came back. And then he said,
I buried their squirming and rotted corpses.
Yes.
Yes.
I cut them to pieces.
Yeah, this is interesting. I cut them up. Bodily dismemberment.
Right.
But that didn't work either.
It reminds me of one of my favorite movies is Return of the Living Dead, where you're set up with, if you shoot zombies in the brain, they're gone. And plus, they don't eat brains. They eat you. But this turns it on its head. And they're like, no, you can't stop these zombies. And it sounds like you cannot stop these demons.
What he says is their parts will come after you.
Yeah. Which is
so I'm
true.
imagining he's there and like hands or like the body parts are all coming after him.
Yep. Like in the original. And
yeah. He says, all you can do is run.
Run. Oh, it's another record. They should get together with Ready or Not and they could have that record. Run.
Because Erik, my song that I was... Pardon me. But my song that I wanted to do for you, but it doesn't work anymore.
Why not?
From the original one. Do you remember that? Was it Trisha Yearwood? Who sang that song? Like, I will dismember you.
Oh, yes.
Erik, will you dismember me?
Nice.
When the evil dead come to call. I couldn't get the rest though. I'm like, I need Erik to work on this.
Your sister will be climbing on the wall.
Good one. See, I needed you.
Yeah, we'll collab. We'll collab. We'll have an album out soon. You can.
Yes, an album like this.
Yeah,
we can mix it with the other one. Yeah.
Yep.
So anyways, that's what Beth is hearing on here. Mm-hmm. So our minds are getting blown because we think bodily dismemberment, but nope, not gonna work.
You can't do it. All you can do is run. And
meanwhile,
what you're saying, I have to grab because this is the one thing I always want to see, and you don't ever get to see it. What is the monster doing? And this is the one time you see the monster thinking of what they're going to do next. I loved it.
Well, because Mom's outside the door. Demon Ellie is outside the door. And she hears up in the ventilation system, Fonda's cat is up there. meow, meow.
Yep. And that little light bulb goes off. Ding. But I just
Mm-hmm.
thought it's unnecessary. We're not stupid. Clearly, she could get in the vents. But I just love the fact that we get to see what the monster's doing.
Yes.
I love it. I almost want to turn the camera and go, I've got an idea. So they're we're back in the apartment, and Bridget, remember Bridget? All wrapped up. You can't even see her face. She's like in a shroud. She shows up behind Danny floating like, I can't stand barely floating people.
Yeah.
If you're going to float, I want to see you floating. This one is like your feet are barely touching the floor.
Feet are just a little bit off the ground.
Creepy.
Tie a little broom or something on there, dust the hardwood floors with them.
Like what you have at your
Swiffer,
place.
like a Swiffer.
Well, you
like
got the little vacuum at your house.
I have a robot vacuum. I do.
Vacuum that you talk to.
But Eric, I imagine you could tie a Swiffer to the feet, and they can just those demons.
Yeah, that's true. I'll swallow your soul after you clean the kitchen.
Yeah, there you go.
But Danny's got what is he? He has a glass. What does he have?
The knife. Remember, Beth gave him a knife.
So he stabs his sister.
And they do this, I think, on purpose. It's it almost looks like they're hugging each other. You know, she comes right in, and there's a moment where he's hugging her, and he's looking over the shoulder at Cassie, and Cassie, meanwhile, has Cassie gone underneath the table? I think
I think so. She doesn't know what to do. Poor kid. She's already put a hole in her sister's head.
But yeah, Danny stabbed her with the knife.
But she knocks Danny down, and then she takes rips the face off, and she's possessed. I don't know if you noticed this, but all of the demons possessed have different eyeballs, which is kind of cool.
I noticed that I was doing another watch, Eric, to kind of just take some notes. And I didn't notice it first time around, but I did pick up on that just as on my second watch.
Yeah, I thought that was cool. And they're still not done. We've already been like, through the whole thing. But the arm, I don't know about you, but this meaty part of your arm here where the bicep is.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh, you can feel you hold on to your arm. You're like, that would suck if somebody stabbed me with a large kitchen knife in the arm. And that's what Bridget does. She stabs Danny in the arm.
Yeah.
And I'm like, shoot.
Yeah.
Is Danny down for the count?
And we should just say, Eric and I covered it earlier. Beth is in the other room listening to the album while this is going on.
Yeah. Good job. You said that you might make a good mommy. I don't believe you. With headphones on while there's demons eating apartment dwellers. Come on. I am not leaving. I am not leaving my kids. Just stay here is never coming out of my mouth. I'd be like, all right, we're all moving together as a team. We're all listening to this goddamn record. Oh my God. But I guess we should continue with Bridget.
With Bridget, so she's over him, and we gotta have it. Standing in, representing the Evil Dead franchise, Danny just gets a bucket of bile poured on his face out of Bridget's mouth.
That dark blood.
And the actor himself doing a great job. But I'm like, I can tell watching it when I watched it back a couple of times, Eric, he is like, it's all coming down on his
mouth
face.
is open. Why do people keep their mouths open?
Well, I think maybe they directed them to because it's grosser.
I'd be like,
it's grosser. Yeah.
And
but he's resourceful. He in the moment. Danny.
Well, she says that the demons again, they're little brats. You should have put the book back, Danny.
Yeah.
But he gets stabbed again in the stomach. Yep.
But he remember they're in the kitchen, I guess. So he's right next to the burner on the stove, and he turns it on. And then what is it that he has, Eric? Did they set this up earlier? I don't think they set this up.
Lighter or what?
He has a can of spray aerosol or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he sprays the aerosol, and Bridget catches on fire. Now, if you're watching the movie sequentially, it comes right about, I think, at the point where Beth is listening to them saying like fire. You just heard Beth say fire won't work destroying them.
Yes.
So,
fire. Firm talking to won't work. Right? A timeout in the corner won't work.
I tried everything. I tried it all.
I tried just taking some of their toys away. I tried hanging them upside down on a swing set. Nothing.
I suggested they watch a new Netflix series that...
Right? You can't. You have to watch the whole thing, even if it's boring in the middle.
You just have to get through the first season.
If you could just get to episode 3, it pays off, believe me. It pays off. All right.
It pays off. It pays off, does it?
This is season 2. So,
all right. We're
Beth
way off the rails. Yeah.
Beth listening to the records, and behind her, which I thought is cool, I always like this, is Ellie is crawling on the ceiling in the corner behind her. So I thought that was cool.
So Ellie's now in the apartment. She's come through the vents. She's in the apartment. And all you can do is run. Beth is hearing on there. And then Ellie drops down. She's there. And Beth sees her, backs up. And Ellie puts her own fingernail on the record player. And it plays for a bit. And what it plays, it will not stop until the evil is destroyed.
Yep. And she's just got her mouth open. It's coming out of her mouth like a speaker. I love that.
And she looked like a classic Evil Dead, like from the first movie, the way her mouth was open and her head was
it's cool
tilted.
when it's disturbing. I like it when it's supernatural, where it's not normal behavior. I like that shit. I think because we've gone off the rails so much here, it's not our fault, everybody, but it would have been funny if she put her nail down on a record and she put it down and then it went, and I will always, that's not it. It's just, who is this girl I see standing here? Nope, that's not it. It's not unusual to be loved. All right, that's it. Sorry. It's not funny. This movie isn't funny.
We'll keep going further off the rails.
It's not funny. But we'll not stop till everyone's destroyed. And then Beth stabs her in the neck with a screwdriver.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just she's just like, come on.
Yeah.
It didn't do anything.
No. And they end up going out into the living room. And this is where we see Danny's a goner too, right? Danny,
oh my God, he's down for the count and he's looking at freaking Cass. He's like, I'm sorry. Oh.
Yeah, Danny's done. And then Ellie jumps on Beth's back and we get the line, Erik, I'll swallow your soul.
Yes. And it is scary. It's scary.
Yeah. But she gets her on the ground and Ellie's like smelling. It's like smelling down Beth's body and down to her midsection. And she's like, this is a twofer. One. 2 souls for 1.
Yeah.
That's not what she says, but
but she says 2 souls. I just thought that was like a little thinky for the demon.
And Beth says, Ellie, please. And she says, Ellie waits in hell for you and your unborn baby.
Oof.
Yeah. And then she puts her fingernails on her stomach.
Gonna rip that.
It's starting to press in.
Yes.
And you're like, oi.
But you know what? Cassie to the rescuers. Remember those scissors?
They set up those scissors.
Yep.
In the beginning, she's under the table.
Like, these setups sometimes, like, so what? I mean, even if she had scissors out of nowhere, I wouldn't.
I know.
Where'd you get those scissors? But she throws her the scissors, and great maneuver is Beth stabs Ellie right through the nostril, all the way up. And she just stops working. You know what I think the demons are like now?
It is like she's a robot that got disconnected. Yeah.
Yes. It's like AI shutting down or something. Or it's those fainting goats. That's what the demons are like. If you can scare them or they're out of commission. Like,
right. Yeah.
So, but we know she's not. Yeah. But Cassie.
Yeah. Or maybe Evil Dead have to go. No, that doesn't make any sense.
No, you can hit them anywhere.
Yeah.
But
they do seem to get stunned sometimes. They go out of commission or something. Yeah.
I think they're just confused. Like, wait, what?
So they're going to take advantage now, Cassie and Beth, and try to get out of there. They're going to try and get out of the apartment.
Yeah.
But the fire escapes. The stairs are gone, as we know.
Yeah.
And the elevator that is out. They don't want to take the elevator.
Stupid door isn't open with the fire escape, so she's trying to hit it with a hammer.
Mm-hmm.
Can you please learn from the mistakes of drunken Santa? Use the shotgun.
Well, she does see the shotgun. Fonda's there. We should say all those people we saw Ellie kill earlier are all just strewn about this hallway. There's a bunch of dead people in the hallway.
Yep. So she does use the shotgun to open the door, but then we got Ellie is that floating towards her.
And it's a kind of a jump scare. She suddenly goes, Bethy Boo! Like, it's like a real quick jump scare. And
Beth shoots Ellie's leg off. I mean, off. Boom.
Yeah.
And then she sets up for the headshot, which I think, if the demon's headless, it still might, that's not going to work. But she's gonna shoot her head off. And frickin' Santa lying on the ground is now a demon. And he just grabbed her leg.
He's like, that's my gun.
Yeah.
Like you said, Tennessee. You're right.
Everybody all of a sudden. Hold on there, girly.
Yeah. And then it goes, all the bodies that are in the hallway start to animate and they start giggling and maniacally laughing. Everybody in the hallway.
But
like, what are you going to do? What are you going to do?
And Beth gets a shot off, but because of evil Santa, it's now evil Santa, I guess. She shoots Ellie's arm off. So Ellie's got one arm and one leg now. And then she bashes Santa in the face with the rifle. The shotgun.
Yeah. And all the bodies they all start saying, you're going to be dead by dawn. And then they're dead by dawn, dead by dawn, dead by dawn.
I'm trying so hard not to because we were talking about how we should, stick to the subject matter sometimes. But I'm like, they all start getting up and they're like, dead by dawn. All right. Right? Everybody.
Oh, yeah.
Demon body.
Oh, yeah.
Where's the cat? That's what I want to.
Yeah. The cat, I was happy the cat didn't get it.
I don't know. Sometimes you just got to do it.
But they go for the elevator. That's going to be their only way out.
The only way to do
Got to
it.
use it, even though you shouldn't use it after a quake. I think
Probably
in this circumstance, maybe you gotta.
You got no choice.
So they go in, but Beth drops the keys right before she's about to get in. But good old Cassie reaches out, grabs the keys.
Yep. All we have is Cassie and Beth
Mm-hmm.
and a bunch of demon tenants.
So they get in the elevator and then they press the button and the buttons all look like they're filling up with blood. And then the whole elevator starts to fill with blood.
Okay, just pointing that out again. It's filling up with blood.
Mm-hmm.
From where?
I don't know. I don't know. If we remember, if you're sort of comparing the structure, you did a little bit earlier with the bridge being out, everything. This would be the part, I think, where we're in the fun house, the carnival fun house part of Evil Dead. Like, if you remember that original movie.
The cellar where blood's coming out of everything.
Yes, the projector had blood and the everything, and the blood seeping out. This is where we're at.
I did not expect this, but as they're running towards the elevator, the teenage zombie kids go up to their mother, and what a bunch of little zombie brats. They're pretending to cry. Like, oh, mom. And then they just look at you and go,
almost like gremlins, right?
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
And they start tearing into the one-armed, one-legged Ellie mom demon, and she seems to be enjoying it.
Yes, they're like, in the hands, the way they're doing the special effect I thought was really good. It's like their hands are going into the flesh.
Yes.
And digging into her stomach and her chest and her, it's really interesting looking, and I thought really cool.
Is this where they, because remember the book keeps flipping around. Is this where the book flips around to
the book is
drawing?
In the apartment and the pages are flipping and flipping and flipping and flipping. And then it ends up on one image.
Yeah.
And it's a weird clusterfuck Evil Dead creature.
Yeah. Like all body parts mixed together.
Yes.
Which I didn't know until I looked it up, but apparently it says it on the book. It says The Marauder.
Oh, it does?
Yeah.
Okay,
the name of
see
this thing. So now we know, we're like, oh, wait a minute. Did this just happen? Because when they're in the elevator now, they think, oh, well, let's go up through that little hole in the elevator.
Yeah, because it is good. The elevator's filling with blood. They show a shot of Cassie that I really liked looking out the hole, and the blood is coming up her mouth. So they're going to try to go through the ceiling. So they're trying to climb up one of those wires. But then the ceiling thing pops out, and all these different arms start coming from different directions. It's like you can't really tell what this is up there.
Yeah, and just to be clear, so that thing's in the hallway. They go into the elevator. We don't see it. Would have been fun, but that thing is like, whoa, what do I do? What do I do? Freaking ran down the hall, crawled up the stairs somewhere to the next floor.
Well, we know what knows how to use the ventilation shaft. So
and then
maybe.
Was like, oh, you know what? Surprise. Just saying. But it does. It fills up with a super amount of blood.
And then we see it's so high, Eric. It's going. I think they do this on purpose. They show us the maximum capacity sign that makes us think, oh, this elevator's filling with gallons of blood. So it can't probably hold this elevator up.
Nope. 6 people or 900 pounds. That's it.
Yeah. And so elevator, I guess, snaps. How high up are they?
Some people saying they're on the 13th floor, and I'm like, well, I don't know, but it's a higher. It's high, at least 6 floors. I forget.
But it snaps, goes to the ground floor. Boom! Elevator hits. The doors open, and we get the Shining homage here.
And it's great. If you're gonna do it right, and they did. It's just
plenty of blood coming out of there, and they spill out into the lobby. The two of them.
Yep.
They get up and they're going to go to the parking garage.
Yeah, the California, Los Angeles parking garage.
But also, Eric, are you like me where you're like, get out of, leave. Yeah. Run into the street and just go down to the 7-Eleven. Go to the 7-Eleven and go, call the cops.
No, go in the car. Go in the car. Because that's where that little clicker is,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But clicker doesn't work.
You pointed out earlier, it's really finicky.
Big deal. Let's go.
But they back up and they get stuck on one of those earthquake. Remember the earthquake fault caused some fault lines in the garage. Mm-hmm. So they're stuck there. And then we realize that the doors to the parking garage are swinging. So something's come in. And here you are, Eric. Fog. They're pumping fog into the garage. Right. A lot of fog.
You're seeing something that's missed. It's that thing in the book. It's that thing in the book. And they're holding it off, which I love that.
Because now we're going to play a little cat and mouse around the car.
Yes.
Beth and Cassie get out of the car, and it's that thing of they're moving around to one side, and you're just seeing little pieces of the thing, right? A hand on the window. And so it's like they're both going around the sides of the car. Yeah, it's interesting.
Yep. And the gate, they opened it, but now it starts to close because, as you know, in LA, you got a certain time before that gate closes. And Beth rolls under it. Doesn't take Cassie first. Throw the kid out first. Nope.
Gate's coming down, and Cassie gets yanked back.
Yep.
By this creature, whatever it is. We haven't seen it. Have we seen it in full yet? I don't think they've showed us it fully. Yeah.
We see now that it's got Cassie, it brings her into
it's Mr. Fonda's tree service.
Right.
It's his company.
So that's why it's there.
Yeah, it's like a landscaping truck.
Okay, because otherwise, come on.
Yeah.
Landscaping in LA, a tree.
You know, Eric, how apartment buildings let you park your commercial vehicle?
Commercial sized with a wood chipper, the world's most maniacal wood chipper.
Yeah. So the creature, or whatever it is, pulls Cassie into the back of this landscaping truck.
Mm-hmm.
I was a little confused about exactly what's going on here, Eric. It pulls her back there, but then she's at the other side of the truck. Just a little confusion. I was. Yeah.
She brought her in the truck to stop her from leaving, I think. And then she grabs a chainsaw because, toxic Santa has got a chainsaw.
I should be clear. Ellie grabs the
Yeah, the marauder.
Creature Ellie marauder grabs the chainsaw.
Which is horrific for this poor little kid. She's seeing all 3 of her family members gooped together. But, all the mom's like, all I want is your head, baby girl. That's it. You keep the rest, honey. I just want your head.
Like Stephanie,
Right.
right?
Mm-hmm. And
you
Beth
cut off a doll's head.
Yeah. Oh. Why is it? That'd be fun if Stephanie was part of the little baby doll head.
Get her head.
We have Stephanie now. We just need you to make a family. But Beth breaks back in and she's back with that shotgun.
Mm-hmm.
And I think she shoots, right? And then she's standing there and she's got another classic line from Evil Dead. So she just goes, come get some. But that's Evil Dead too. But I just like that. Come get some.
But she gets attacked and they end up going out of the truck and onto the wood chipper that's attached to the truck.
Yeah. A big wood chipper.
Yeah.
There's a thing on Instagram where these people just drop these things in this giant mechanical. I can't get enough of it.
I've watched those. I've spent way too many hours watching.
Oh my God. I'll
watching
stop
those
now.
things.
I'll stop.
Yeah. It's almost like the hydraulic presses.
Yeah. And the hot ball, the 3,000 degree ball. But that's what this is. It's an industrial strength grinder.
Yes.
And the monster tosses the chainsaw and knocks Beth down. So, and this is where we see it in all its glory. It is the three family members mangled together in a horrible mess.
And the marauder Ellie is trying to pull Beth into the wood chipper.
Yeah, which is a waste of a soul, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't know.
Just saying, you don't come back from that.
I know we didn't say this at the time, but when the album was playing, one of the things that the priest said on it, Eric, was there's no rhyme or reason. There's no logic to anything.
Yep.
And I'm like, oh, he's basically telling us Evil Dead people, Evil Dead fans.
Yeah, you're like hey, don't overthink it.
Don't sweat it. Don't think that there's
like Art and Erik and try to find some logic.
Yeah.
But she's going in the wood chipper. Her foot's ready to go in, and it shuts off because Cassie shuts it off.
Because Cassie knew how to shut it off.
Because you learned that in second grade. But she now Beth has that chainsaw, and she's like, "Turn it on, Cassie."
Yeah, Cassie turns it on, and Beth stabs it with the running chainsaw.
Yeah.
And so it moves back and gets caught in the gears. And as Eric and I know from watching those videos of those things, once it gets a hold of you, those shredders.
That's it. And if you're a gore fan, then you are loving this. And I sometimes I can watch this scene, but the bodily harm with a cheese grater, that's hard. But this one is just
it's glorious if you're a gore fan, because
monster getting sucked into the blades and just blood particles.
Yeah. They're falling on car windshields. Yeah. They're going all over the garage. Yeah. I think even is the chute even like rotating, Eric, as it goes?
Yeah, I can't remember. There's music. I don't know.
It's going in.
The demons, even in their last hurrahs, they try to trick you. So I'll be Demon Ellie, and you can be the sister. Okay, if that works.
Okay,
you know the.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So Ellie's like, please help me, Betty Boo.
Only my sister gets to call me that.
Oh, she didn't buy it. Right? Right in the head with the chainsaw. And so everything goes into the wood chipper except for Ellie's head. Yep.
And it lands on the ground.
Yep.
Right there. But it's not done. Ellie's not done.
Not done.
Ellie's head's on its side, Eric.
Mm-hmm.
And so it looks at Beth and says, you look like Mom, and you're going to fail miserably just like her.
Yeah.
They're nasty, those Evil Dead. And this Evil Dead, I'll have to say, and I think in Evil Dead 2013, they're a little nastier, but like they were a little funner, nastier in the earlier ones. This one, they're just nasty. Yeah.
Nasty. Not villain nasty, but just nasty. Yeah, but the demon gets another one and like, you little groupie C-word. Boom.
Groupie. That's it. You're right. She gets the groupie up.
And then she kicks her, yeah. Bye-bye.
I'm not a groupie. I'm a guitar technician.
A guitar.
But she kicks the head and it goes into the wood chipper. Good kick. Right into, Beth probably played soccer because it just goes directly
Right
into the wood chipper.
You can see it on Instagram just over and over. And these two survivors are completely bloody.
Yes. Yeah.
And
So we got Cassie and Beth. So Beth's a mom, not only to her baby that's coming, but to Cassie now.
yeah, they
So
could
come
talk
full
about this
circle there.
during the holidays. Like, remember when I threw your auntie in the wood chipper with your brother and sister? Oh yeah. Oh my God, my hair was red for a month. But they pick up the chainsaw.
Yeah.
Because you need that.
Well, now,
get out?
okay, Eric. So yeah. I mean, that's more than bodily dismemberment. That's bodily mincing.
That's
They're all that creature, the marauder, I guess.
Yeah, the marauder is now a smoothie. It's a Deadite smoothie.
Yeah, so they walk away into the mist.
Yep.
But then the camera goes down to the car to show us the keychain with the happy family, a picture of the whole happy family on the keychain.
Not good.
Yeah. But Eric, we're not done. There's a little business we got to wrap up here.
Oh, the cat?
Because if you remember,
It's the cat. Yeah. What happens?
If you remember, at the beginning, we started someplace else. We started at a lake house, and they told us one day earlier. So I think the sun's coming up. I think we're at the morning the next day.
Because it always ends in the morning. It always takes everybody a whole night to get through it.
They didn't do your favorite, Eric. They did da 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 da.
Little birds landing on you, on your fingers.
But we see a door open in, it looks like this apartment building, but a different floor. And out comes the woman we saw at the beginning, Jessica.
Yeah, with her little cool hat. You know what she looks like? And I had to look it up and I was wrong. And I wanted it to be her Schitt's Creek. David.
Oh, yeah.
David. She looks just like that. I thought it was her.
Yeah. And she's leaving and she's on the phone with the girl we saw at the beginning. And even in the video, she's on FaceTime, is playing with her ponytail, Eric, in the video. And they're planning to go to the cabin today. They're planning to go to the cabin. And you're going to love all the friends that come. There might even be one for you.
No, we know it's not happening.
So we're like, oh, wow. So she's here.
And she's on the phone
she goes down
so much when in the garage. She doesn't even notice the gore fest, like the slip and slide that's down there.
Yes. I was the same way.
It's like a human Pollock painting.
Yeah. But she does notice in the rearview mirror before she drives off that there's a car with a door open. So she gets out of her car. She turns off the car, walks over to it. And then she starts noticing that there's blood everywhere.
Yes. And we notice, I don't know why. What are you going to do? Is it going to reform? But the blood, the pieces of flesh are like, they're moving.
I didn't notice that.
Yes.
That's so interesting.
I was like, come on.
I didn't notice that they were moving.
Form together. What's happening here?
I didn't notice that, Eric.
Yeah, they can't form back. Give me a break.
But
it's a little ticking away.
And then the evil POV starts in the garage, but from all different directions. It starts coming at her, I think, from multiple directions. Because I guess because they're all dispersed everywhere through the wood chipper. So they're
right, because they have no body. Oh, they got no body. Yep. And they just all whoop, and she's got the open mouth. Oh.
Yep. And so we know she's heading to the lake house.
Yep.
So what happened? She got possessed there, and she's like, I mean, because it looks like she's in terror, but she just went to the lake.
Yeah. She was probably listening to demon music.
After that happened, she was,
Yeah. So she just took her a while. But it was the daytime, so yeah.
But that's the end. That's the end. That's how it wraps back to our beginning here. So
Evil Dead
it's just a Mobius strip, Eric. The story never stops. You just keep watching it, and you go back.
You could, yes. And it starts and ends with the fly, right? Zzz.
You good, yeah.
Zzz. Oh, I listened to the end just because I'm like, I know Art's gonna find some shit at the end. I better.
Well, that's it. Evil Dead Rise, Eric.
Yep.
We got through the night Night at the Roxbury. I don't know what that. So we had this one was good. We had songs. We had a DJ booth.
Yep. Who knew it would be
everything.
Sir Mix-a-Lot? We were
Earthquakes. This one has it all. Pizza.
Babysitting
review.
techniques.
Yeah.
Everything.
Didn't get no underwear in this one.
Oh my
But
God.
nope. No underwear. Yeah.
No underwear.
Nope.
What happened?
Yeah. So Erik.
Yeah.
What did you think? What did you think of Evil Dead Rise?
I could watch it again.
Mhm.
I would fast forward through the parts. I'm like, I don't care. But I would usually watch the beginning, fast forward till she goes into the elevator.
I was wondering, Erik. That's why I asked you. I was wondering when I was watching it this time through for the podcast. I was wondering, how's Erik doing with this beginning part where they're meeting the family and everything and getting there. There is a little bit. They start the movie hard, like we said, with that opening at the cabin in the lake and with the ripping that scalp off. Mm-hmm. And I think that's because they know that they're going to do a lot of setup for us where it takes a while.
They give it pretty soon. I'm like, if you're 30 minutes in, then you have to I have to be rewarded.
Yes.
So, and I know there's some kind of formula, everybody. My friend John Perry, if you're listening to this one, but you won't be John Perry because you don't like horror movies. Oh. Mike Bailey might be listening, but he knows too. There's a formula, apparently. It's like something happens at 15 minutes. Then 30 minutes, there's a thing. And then they have to resolve. I'm like, stop. You don't have to. You don't have to do that. But I do, by the time I'm getting like, all right, it boom, delivers. Yeah. And it keeps going. It just keeps going.
Would you say it's a little relentless?
Oh, shoot. Oh, man.
That was my one relentless use of relentless, yes. Erik.
Art from now on is only allowed one relentless. And then if not, I can just poke fun of him.
But Erik, I liked this movie. It was funny. I looked back at what I wrote about it when I first saw it. I was just curious after I did all my watches before we went into the podcast. And my feelings are pretty much the same. I said I liked that this Evil Dead movie takes us in a different environment and a different, like we're in the city and they find some ways to do that. But I think focusing on using the family, and they went for it. Danny and Bridget don't survive this night. The mom doesn't survive this night. It's not a case of at the end, they vanquish the book and the mom comes back.
Mom's gone.
They're gone. They're all gone.
They got to stop somewhere. I mean, some movies don't, and I think that's the movies we love the most, but you won't watch again. So I will watch this one again because of the survivors, but it's really hard to see that family get eaten up.
Yeah.
You know, and I think a throwaway with the other people in the apartment complex just because they wanted more bodies. Did we need them? Where are they? Where are those demons? Do they stay in the apartment? Are they watching TV now? Are they listening to records? They're
but aren't they part of the Marauder? I think because you said the two kids went. No, they're not part of the Marauder.
Because
it was only the family members.
They would have shown extra heads. Yeah, I think they left those little.
Oh, one of them's eating Cheetos, like sticking out of the Marauder, eating Cheetos. Yeah,
the cat's in there. Meow. Or I picture them, they're all back in that apartment that we couldn't get into, the abandoned one. Yeah. And they're like listening to ABBA. Demon Queen, young and mean, only 17. Oh, Kandar. All right. But they're not. I don't know where they are. Where are they?
Yeah, they're off in Evil Dead Heaven.
They're eating the
I don't know where you go. They're down the garage. They're like, it's still good. 5-second rule.
Yeah.
But I enjoyed what this movie had to offer. I'm looking forward to it. Another 2 coming, like you said. Another 2 Evil Deads right in the pipeline. One this year, I think, 2026 coming out.
It's coming.
So you'll probably be at the theater. I will too.
Yep. Well, we might be going retro soon. I don't know if people listen to these things in order, but I think I got a retro one that I just can't hold back. We got to put it in that projector.
Okay. All right. Well, I really enjoyed talking with you about this movie. I know our bookend for the Evil Deads. Erik. Bookends. We have bookends here. Yep. So I enjoyed talking to you about it. And
I did.
I look forward to talking to you next week.
Me too, Art. Me too, Artie Boo.
Erik, you know what I like most about you, Art?
What?
It's going to California, down where you live, and cutting you open and going right inside your tummy.
Oh, no, Erik.
So we could do podcasts together.
Yes! No! Yes! Get my dog! Podcast my dog!
Welcome, everybody, to Midnight Cinema. I am Art.
Oh,
I got possessed. I jumped it. I jumped the gun.
You're a deadite.
Yeah.
No.
Kandar.